Hey guys, today we are going to be making this meal which is nutritious, very quick and easy and extremely low cost. I hope you enjoy. Here's the ingredients we're going to be using today. So I went to Asda to do my shopping. I already had the rice at home and it's a kilogram bag. I'll probably use about 200 grams. I did look it up already and it's $1.75 for that bag. So how much would that be? 100 grams would be 17-ish p. So let's say 30, oh I'm so bad at maths, 34p for the rice that I'm going to be using. And then the passata was £1. I got the mackerel for £3.11. The onion was only 9p. Garlic 39p. And then the pepper, where's the pepper? I cannot see. Oh, there we go. Red pepper, 59p. So the seasoning was all just bits in the cupboard. So I'm not going to count them in the cost because it would literally cost pennies, I think. So yeah, that's the main bits I had to buy. I'm going to work out the cost and yeah, I'm not great at math, so I'm going to have to get a bit of paper for that. I've calculated the cost and it is £5.52 for feeding 4 people. That is literally unheard of in this day and age. So it really is a lovely meal and really cheap. And I am trying to do more budget friendly meals because I find I spend a ridiculous amount of shopping and I'm guilty of shopping day to day as opposed to doing a big weekly shop, and I could spend upwards of £20 on a meal. So I really need to start, you know, doing cheaper meals because, you know, it does hurt the bank when you're living like that. I do need to stop though. It is something I do need to stop. So I've obviously fried the onions off with the peppers. I've just added paprika and I'm going to add some turmeric for some colour and some of the all-purpose seasoning. And that's got quite a lot of salt in. If you look at the ingredients, it's the main ingredient, so I don't add too much salt afterwards. The garlic's been added now. Obviously you don't want to burn it, so I don't add it at the beginning with the onions. And I did find some chilies in my cupboard which have been there for ages. They are in date but they've never been opened, so I thought let me use a pinch of that just to give it a little kick. So it smells really lovely and obviously it looks nice too. So I'll let that melt down for a little bit until it, you know, becomes soft, because I don't really like it when peppers are warm but still crunchy. I like them cold and crunchy or soft and warm. Probably take a couple of minutes. I've added the passata and some water to it to get the last bit out of the jar. Only a small amount, so I don't want it too wet. And then some of the liquid seasoning. And because I only have one hand, because I'm recording, I have what do you call it? You know what I mean. Done it in the lid, took the lid off, so now I can just use it like that. So I'm gonna put the pepper in. Pre-grinded it, is probably the word. My rice is boiling. I've washed it thoroughly. That's the only way I ever cook rice successfully, is if I wash it loads. Otherwise it's always stodgy. I'm not the greatest at cooking rice. I add the fish in right at the end, otherwise I find that it just disintegrates into bits. I don't want it in massive chunks, but I don't want it in little bits either. So I leave that quite towards the end. And I'm going to add a tiny bit of salt. As I say, the seasoning has quite a lot of salt in, and I don't like putting too much salt in the kids' food. That was actually quite a lot. So I might get a spoon. Let me take some of that out because that was a lot of salt. I probably didn't take very much out. So I'll let this cook for a few minutes, bring it to like, not a boil, but do you know when it starts like bubbling? Not bubbling, but you know what I mean, like a simmer sort of thing. Don't want it to boil or anything like that. I just want it to like have tiny little bubbles appearing. And then I'll leave that for a few minutes. We're not the biggest fans of the skin, so I've just taken the skin off and broken it into, you know, this size piece. And I'm just gonna literally place them on top. Everyone is very tired. No naps today for the children. So, oh, for Christ's sake. So yeah, this kind of time from about 5 until 6, we just have a lot of moaning until they go to sleep. I'm going to go and referee because I can hear it getting a bit much. So yeah, that's the food, and I'm going to leave it for a minute just for that to heat through, and then I'll give it a little stir to coat it. Here is the final product. It looks lovely, and I can't wait to eat it because it smells so good. Even if you have fussy kids who don't really like fish, it really does taste lovely. And it's so quick and easy. And for £5.52, it is ridiculously cheap, really healthy, really filling. You know, fish is so good for you. And I added some garlic bread just because I had one in the freezer. And obviously I drew the short straw. I got the end pieces and the kids got the nice bits. But never mind. I'm looking forward to eating this. So I hope you enjoyed this recipe, and hopefully you can make it one day, because I promise you, you will love it.